truth. So what does that mean? That means they always lying to you. That means they're always lying to you. If I could get in so much trouble for just telling the truth. Cause remember when gangster rap was so motherfucking politically incorrect? When somebody would like lose their deal if they cursed and shit. Now what somebody would lose their deal for? If they tell the truth. So that means they all been lying to you. They've been lying to you. But we ain't gonna take this shit no more.
See, I'm not one of them niggas that know a lot about a little. I know a little about a lot, bitch. I might not be the brightest candle on the cake, but bitch, I'm lit.
I had found enlightenment. I had become a Buddha, an awoken one. The mind has a terrible enemy. His name is Mara. And he seeks to tempt and destroy. If I did not fear death, death had no power. Watching the moon that long night, I slowly understood that the way to avoid suffering is to free yourself from wanting anyone or anything, to be ready always to give and receive. I had found enlightenment. I had become a Buddha.
Okay, ready? I'm gonna be.
Bitch on the ride of my day like a Mustang. I got a watch on my wrist, is a bust down. See ya. I'm tryna hop on a flight at a time. See ya. But I see my baby to bring it right round. See ya.
Yo, Fortron, what it do? I see you, Brody, bro. What it do? How's everybody out there in YouTube land? Thank y'all for coming in. Notification squad, thank you for checking in, hitting that like bell. You know what we do. We almost there, man. 12 more hours. You know what I mean? 12 more hours. We gonna get it. No, take it. We gonna get monetized. Good accomplishment. Good accomplishment. Long time coming. Yo, Tarvina, what it do? How's everybody out there? Y'all doing good? You doing good? Down. Oh yeah, man. You proud of you, man, because y'all the ones who making it possible. Yeah. I ain't gonna hold you to it. We're gonna get right into the mix on the TikTok list. Let's get it.
Two different volcanoes just erupted on the same exact day on opposite sides of the planet, and the footage that is coming out right now is absolutely insane. Dude, this literally just happened. One of the most active volcanoes on Earth just cracked open in the Indian Ocean. They're saying that 4 different fissures ripped through the surface with lava pouring out at 60 cubic meters per second. 87 hikers had to be airlifted off the summit by helicopter, and some of them were just 30 meters from the lava fountains whenever it blew. And right now, they're saying that the lava flow is approaching the main highway on the island. At the same exact time, thousands of miles away on the other side of the planet, Mount Semeru in a place called East Java shot a column of ash 1 kilometer straight up into the sky. Dude, this thing has been going off with 7 different eruptions in 3 different hours with 100 explosions recorded and detected in a single day. These 2 different volcanoes actually have nothing to do with each other. They're not related at all. One of them sits on a volcanic hotspot in the Indian Ocean, and then the other one sits on the Pacific Ring of Fire. These are completely different systems. They just both erupted on the same day. These volcanoes are going off right now, and the footage is obviously insane. I'll keep you updated as more comes out.
Yo, Angela, doll in the building. What it do? Margaret, I see you. Yeah, man, we got 12 more hours and we gonna get by the time. Good shit. While this shit's happening, good shit's happening too. You know what I'm saying? Can't be mindful on the negativity. You gotta think about positivity. Otherwise, you ain't really got nothing to look forward to. That's true. Hey, keep moving, y'all.
And if winter was real, why the fuck the birds ain't staying when it's winter? They ass go to where it's warmer, right? The real ones, right? Even the fucking the human the synthetic ones, right? Because you remember I told you got birds that's drones, and then you got the real ones, and then you got the ones that just mixed in between. They not drones and they not real. They just there to fit in with more different species to confuse you, like geese and shit. They know when to go south, but what the fuck you think they using though? What you think they use? What you think they use? The electrical grid of the planet. They can see it. They can see it. So this grid, which is still in existence, we begin to lose size. We begin to go through a reverse metamorphosis. The same way the fucking the caterpillar go through metamorphosis and then becomes a butterfly. We went through the reverse metamorphosis. So we start going from that giant state that they spoke of in the ancient text.
Yeah, man. Hey, you know what I just thought about to having dinner? All right, have a good one. I thought about how pirates always had the birds on their shoulders and shit. Those squawk birds. Either it be a what do they call it, a raven or toucan. And then in One Piece, the toucan are used to navigate because they're directional head. Their head only faces in one direction. You know what I'm saying? That's north. So if you put it together, man, the anime tells a lot of shit. A lot. Nobody pay attention to it. I do, but that's why I interpret it for you guys. You know what I'm saying? I'm a mediator. That's what we do. Boogie, what it do? I see Boogie. Yeah, we have a good one right now, man. 15 people. Holy shit. Sheesh. 8 likes. Y'all get those likes up. Don't forget to drop the like for your boy. You know what I'm saying? While I drop this news. Let's get it.
Folks, you're not going to believe this, but
You almost became a dinosaur, and the news is not telling you how big this event could have been. You almost became a dinosaur, meaning a thing of the past. And the news is not telling you guys how epic this event was. What am I talking about? Yellowstone National Park, right? They said there was an eruption, an explosion. That volcano had an explosion. And it wasn't the big one, but it was something that hasn't happened in many, 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 many years. Guys, we are being distracted while something happened a couple of days ago that could have ended everything that's going on right now. I want you guys to go look up what scientists have said, what would have happened if Yellowstone, that volcano, would have erupted. We would not be here talking about politics. We wouldn't be here talking about people, cops doing dumb stuff. We wouldn't be talking about none of that because me, you, the animals.
Hmm. But they don't want us talking about that. You know, they don't want the information getting out there. It's scary. But they run on fear, which is weird. You think they do that? Not with Bill Gates is over there behind the scenes, puppeteering things. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be the Toto in the whole thing, but dude, y'all gotta watch that. Making the grind. What up, Sean John in the building? Appreciate you, bro. No, you one of the day ones, man. Forget though.
How Orlando Brown looked fighting Ray J.
Let's dance.
This boy was shadow boxing with that nigga, boy. Didn't y'all see that? Didn't y'all watch that fight? Ray J and Orlando Brown. Mm-mm-mm. One was healthy enough to lose. The other one was a little bit out of shape, but he was still good. He was still looking great. He was still looking great. People was watching. This celebrity deathmatch, y'all. That shit is hilarious. I'm gonna do it one more game, y'all. One more.
How Orlando Brown looked fighting Ray J.
Let's dance.
Hey man, motherfucker just download shit. That nigga downloaded that.
The Titaria, it really was a matriarch ran by 3 sisters by the name of Europa, Asia, and Mary, Mother Mary, you know, because we the bloodline of Jesus. But hold on, that's a whole other conversation. But yeah, so instead of people thinking that we really at war with white people or AI, it's really black men. That's why it's all these fraternities. This video is for entertainment purposes only.
Yeah, the Boulay is who we at war with. But y'all want to let him in the house. Y'all think it's cool to be gay. Can't change y'all mind. And you know you got little boys getting touched by their uncles because uncles thinking they should find out about being gay. I don't think it should be that way. Yeah, that show was funny as fuck. That shit was good though. That shit was good. But I digress. Let's keep it moving.
So my name is Black Hoodie. You can catch me BLAKKHOODIE. Otherwise, some of y'all might know me as Sinner's Dad. I'm Sinner's Dad.
You told me you were coming.
I know, I lied.
And
I flat out lied. But listen, baby, if you win or if you don't win tonight, I just want to say you are a winner in my book. I love you, baby, and I've been very proud of you.
Why does that say best grandparents?
Why you got to read it out loud?
Why did you have to read it out loud? That's my dude, Black Hoodie, y'all. No, that's part of DTS, Dream to Stream. No, that's affiliation. Whole part of the whole plan over there on Twitch. We trying to get it on. You know what I'm saying? Start doing swimmingly in this field. Trying to swim with them. You know what I'm saying? Swim with the shark, y'all. Let's get it.
I will never disappear.
News.
I will always come back, even if not as Jeffrey Epstein.
I'm talking about that island you owned. We got Square House, the blue and the white one.
I owned that island.
You wish you owned that island.
If I owned that island, I wouldn't be here. I'm not Jeffrey Epstein. I'm not.
My name's Peter, known as Palm Beach Pete.
I actually have a twin.
You do?
I do. I have a twin brother.
Epstein?
Gary.
Gary?
Yeah.
How much would somebody have to legally pay you to change your name back to Jeffrey Epstein?
I would never change my name back.
Jeffrey.
Even the young kids, they love me because these generations.
A little bit about the other Palm Beach Pete and Epstein, just a little bit. I don't know either one of them. Had never had any kind of relationship with any of them. Why that guy would say, I'm Palm Beach Pete, when someone asked him he was Epstein, I don't know.
I don't know. But I do know he's not me and I'm not him. That's what he should have said. Hopefully, that's what he said. But I digress. All these people were in Kanye's music video, The Ballers Club. You know what I'm saying? Kanye's workout plan. Said it's Kanye's workout plan. That was my shit, dude. I was a college dropout fanatic, bro. You should get down with that shit. How old was I? I'd be like 19. About 21 years ago. That was good shit. Nigga been in the game. What up, shoes? Nigga been in the game.
The most racist thing a person could tell me is that I'm supposed to choose something based on my race. If that was the case, I wouldn't have never wore a pink polo. I wouldn't have never wear skinny jeans. Everywhere I go, people pants smaller than mine. I fear and love God. When you remove the fear and love of God, you create the fear and love of everything else. You're talking to somebody right now that only fears God, and Jesus has won the victory, bro. This is my opinion. I'm not thinking about what I'm saying based on how other people want to feel. I'm just saying how I feel. And who you know do that. I ain't calculating nothing. And God is using us to show off.
Yeah. He using us to show the world what we supposed to be. Inspiration is nothing less than what you give it. North looks so much like, yeah. Dude, my niece looks like him. Or looks like North. It's weird. But it's all right. Let's get it.
They know who we are, and I can prove it. And the only reason why, when we were prisoners of war, they kept us in for generations and generations is so they can erase our memory to make us forget whose land we're on. Prove that Christopher Columbus was always looking for the Indian with feathers and not a dot. The word Indian literally means the people that live in God. But first, you got to understand that it's 3 languages put in one.
Si entiendes tout ce que je veux dire without translating in your head, tu cerebro es diferente. Porque la mayoría de la gente, quand ils changent de langue, they have to think for a second. Pero nosotros no funcionamos así. Estamos hablando en français, then suddenly it comes out in English, y seguimos como si nada.
Us Indians is the plural form of God, and I'm going to prove it. So, Dios is God, God is love, love is amor, right? So first we got to understand that Dios means God, right? So Indian or Indian or Indias are all the same word. But we got to understand that in Spanish, you have gender, the law of genders, which is A and O. So this is the masculine form of God. But if we put an A, it's now looking for the feminine aspect of God, because again, it's going back to the feminine. So we have to understand that in Spanish, we have the A, the AS, the A almost, and the AN, right? So like India, right? So India, it's just one God, like in God, right? But when you say Indian with the N, you're now putting it as the gods, in the gods, right? So just like Maya is singular. So the Mayan, they are of Maya. They are the Mayan. They are Maya itself. That's what Mayan would mean if you apply the Spanish principles that they use in English. So again, Indian, right? Because they were looking for las Indias, right? And this in can also be in the ones that are in God.
Y'all some Americans, don't forget that, all right? Some Mary.
If you're in America, whatever you do, don't you dare look up nuclear diamond energy. Don't you dare look up a nuclear diamond battery while Gary, Indiana is on the seventh day of no power, where 240,000 people are in a blackout. Don't you dare look up what a battery the size of a small cube, nuclear diamond energy, that's been out for a while now. This small box can power an entire city. So don't you dare look that up if you're in America, because only a criminal would allow a country to rely on a grid when something is available, a battery that lasts and can power a city for 200 or 2,500 years at a time. Make that make sense. I'm out.
Make sense. That's crazy. That's just crazy work, y'all. So much information is hidden from us for no reason, other than to control the population and show that they have power. These people make the shit and then assassinate them once they figure out what the shit's made for. This is America. I mean, Daniel Glover said it the best, didn't he? Made a whole song about it. Brothers killing brothers, sisters killing mothers. We gotta stop this shit. That's the part where we kill each other. You know what I'm saying? That's what they don't want. They don't want us to come together. Yeah, good looking, Margaret. Keep moving.
You ever been pulled over by the police and got a ticket? What's it called? A traffic ticket, right? If you go to court, what's it called? Traffic court. What did the police officer do? He conducted a legal traffic stop, right? All in their own words. Traffic, commerce, trade, sale, or exchange of merchandise, bills, money, yada, yada, yada. Traffic is commerce. And don't bother to ask a police officer anything about this. Article 1, Section 8, Clause 3, to regulate commerce with foreign nations and among the several states and with Indian tribes. When people say that you only need a driver's license to engage in commerce, they are not the ones that's lying. The police are the ones who are lying. When they say you have to have a driver's license, they are lying to you, period.
Mm, mm, mm. The more you know, you guys. The more you know. Information must be retained. Must be retained. Only if you're useful with it. Thank God. Be applicable. If you can't apply that shit, don't be.
The mind is all. The mind is all. The mind is all there is. All of this is the mind. And you're acting it out. That very idea that you had. And before you had it, your father had it. And your father produced you. So where did you come from? Surely you can't tell me you came from the woman, because you only rested there 9 months. And then you got put out into the world. But before you got in her, where were you? Someplace where you wasn't seen or heard. Just like your ideas was not seen or heard till you made them known. So man is that word made flesh.
And I just gave you the process of how that word, which before was a word, was an idea, and before was an idea was a thought, manifests itself all the way down from the mind, through the brain, through the spinal column, through the kidneys, through the liver, through the lungs, through the heart, picked up everything that it bypassed and produced it again. So did we evolve from what? Man has always been man, and he will continue to be man.
That's all we could be. What up, Mike? Happy birthday to Mike. What up, Mike? Cheers. Happy birthday, Mike. Let's get it.
50 states? One Israel? Ooh. Some might not like the next 30 seconds of this video. But, where's the true Jerusalem at? Where's the true Israel at? And did you all know that Utah is Judah? What if, just what if, they have to show you how much the people up here have been doing to the people down here before you understand what's really going on? Now, what if he getting ready to get Israel back? Now, if you know that the true Israel is here, the true Egypt is here, what if, just what if, they've given it back with its original name, just the 50 states attached to it?
This is a big what if. We still Indians here. Can't be too far off, you know what I'm saying? Get it.
Look at that shit, dog. Sabrina, hurry, come. Holy shit, dog. It's a fucking meteor. It's a fucking meteor, dog. Holy shit, where'd it go? Oh my god.
You just gave me a heart
Oh my god, that was fucking sick. Dog, that's aliens. That's alien.
What the fuck is that?
That's aliens coming to the fucking Tyler.
What? What the
Tyler.
fuck is that?
Tyler.
What the fuck is
Tyler. What the fuck is going on?
They're going sideways.
They're going sideways. They ain't even following no more. Hey, look at this green dot on my camera, Tyler. Look at the green dot.
What the fuck?
Look at the green dot.
I see it.
Tyler, what the fuck is going on? They're standing there. They're hovering there. Look, they're red. They're red. They're red. They're red. They're red.
What the fuck, dude?
I got that
Those
shit on
ain't
video.
meteors, bro. Look,
No,
that one's flying sideways.
Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit. Tyler. Tyler. Holy shit. What is going on right now?
What the
Oh my
fuck?
god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
They're zigzagging.
Yeah, dude, what the fuck?
I wish I had shoes on. I wouldn't know shoes.
Tyler, these things are flying,
What
bro.
the fuck is that in the sky? It's flying.
Look, that one just appeared out of nowhere. Dole, pink, right here.
Dude, look at the fucking formation, bro.
She's inside.
Oh man, now it looks like an alien one.
Yeah, there should be 16 likes. Got 13 likes, but it's all right. Let's keep moving. You know what I'm saying? Tonight isn't the night. Tomorrow, show 420. That's celebration. Okay, that's celebration. Let's get it.
Also, what I want to say is when you were talking about yours, actually the character that I play, Cheryl, she died at 35 of heart failure. And when we heard that, we were just like shocked. Me and my mom saying like,
Man, not imagine.
really sad.
In real life, do you think he'd be a good dad?
Yeah.
Think so?
That video with Hayden Panettiere was very
strange, allegedly. This is what people are saying. I'm not sure who that guy was. He looks familiar. Shut up! He looks familiar, but I can't remember his name. Then she was talking about some character that she played or something like that passed away at the age of 35. Something's going on here, guys, because she passed away at the age of 36. Now, that's pretty close, but not close enough. Something is going on here, guys. Allegedly, this is what people are saying, and they're trying to connect dots that cannot be connected. I think that interview was normal. You know, she was an actor when she was young. That must have been, you know, someone that was coaching her with her acting. Something's going on here, guys, and I don't know what to think anymore because somebody brought this to my attention. I don't know why. I was busy doing something else. But of course, guys, entertainment purposes only. Rest in peace to Hayden. This is tragic. She was young. She has so much more life ahead of her. Something is strange about that video. Let me know what you think about this, guys, because I don't know what to think. I'm tired. I'm out.
Yo, thank Angela. Thanks. Yeah, bro, look like a real pedophile. Hey, that dude did look like a clown, didn't he? But remember the Titans. And then she talked about her getting unalived at 35. That was crazy talk. I don't know what to do. Find out.
They took our voice. They took our voice and they snuffed it out. And then they took those limp, lifeless bodies and crammed them in their closet to cure some more skeletons. Hayden Panettiere, cookie cutter, white girl. There really are no limits on what our foreign and domestic terrorist government will do. We're now coming up on 1 year since the order to unredact and release the full Epstein files was given. We're now coming up on a year since the order to release the unredacted full Epstein files was given. I don't know what to say anymore. I don't know what to do to wake these motherfuckers up. What does a guy got to do to get some fucking revolution around here?
I mean, that's real talk. I understand where he's coming from, you know what I'm saying? Because it should have been time. Time has been nigh. We came up on 12 o'clock midnight a couple seconds ago. You know what I'm saying? And this shit's still ticking and ain't nobody fucking throwing licks. Ain't nobody doing nothing but shit. Like you said, folks, trying crimes against humanity's court's gonna be packed. Super packed. And if it ain't, crap. Don't forget to drop a like, comment, and subscribe, y'all. I feel good. You should feel good too, man. It's a good show we having right now. We're gonna come up on the next one. It's gonna be even better. Let's keep it going.
This map shows Babylonia with the Tower of Babel, Nineveh with pyramids, and Eden down here. Interesting. It's a Holy Land map. Not only this area, but they show it all throughout the different times. We'll start with this one down here in the corner because it shows the Tower of Babel, which is kind of cool, and pyramids and Eden, and looks like an angel down there, and Mesopotamia, Assyria, Armenia, and then how everything was depicted down here. And then we'll go up here, show you how they depicted everything then here. And they showed an up-close area of Jerusalem. Got the Temple of Solomon here. This right here is the Temple of David, and then somewhere nearby was his tomb as well, number 5. Couldn't find that yet. But that was real interesting too. And then we'll go over to the next one here and shows all the tribes, where they're at. Edom there, tribe of Judah, tribe of Manasseh, all the different tribes through here. Go down to the next one, and they have keys on either side of these so we could dive in if we really wanted to. And this shows a different timeline as well, different names coming through. The areas have changed for the different sons, Japheth, Cham, and Sem, or Shem, Noah's sons. And then here, the land of Canaan. Samaria here, Galilee. Interesting. Anyways, thought this was a really cool map. Wanted to share with y'all. 1728, I believe, and just cool depictions. Anyways, let me know your thoughts, and as always, stay curious.
Ooh, yeah, that's nice, Margaret. You should put some of that stuff on interweb. That the White House's original building is the Carterian. I know what you were saying.
All right, guys.
Oh yeah.
I have an 8-foot by 5-foot TV on the side of my bus. As if it wasn't crazy enough. As if 4 skylights, 4 550-watt solar panels, as if literally building a solar trailer down here that this bus is going to pull wasn't crazy enough. I said, let me do one more crazy thing and put literally an 8-foot by 5-foot LED wall on the side of this bus. And that's what this is here. And so now you will be able to go to naturejab.com and fill out a form. If you want your company on this bus at InvestFest, for example, you can do that. If you want sponsors on the bus, you know, when I want to do demonstrations, pop-ups, meet and greets, I can demonstrate and present things right here. These LEDs will work in the daytime. They're weatherproof, waterproof. They're stuck on there. We built this entire frame. Honestly, I'm kind of over adding extra things to the project at this point. I really want to just get it done because this is getting so ambitious and so crazy. But I'm grateful for the you know, the continual flow of ideas and people around me that continue to, you know, give their creative energy to me, and then I make it a reality, because this was once again just a mock-up literally a month ago, and now it's reality. So Mark 5 is here. Let's go. And once again, go to naturejab.com if you're interested in potentially getting your company on the screen. Let's go.
Yeah, man. So, boy, doing it. RP. His friend, man. So, don't forget to drop that like button, y'all. Appreciate it. So you just got here. All right, King. Don't forget to hit that like. You know what I'm saying? Hop up aboard. You know what to do.
Breaking news, folks, just in the last 24 to 48 hours, under President Donald Trump's America, while the White House is focused on rebuilding strength here at home, the earth itself is breaking apart underneath our feet. A 6.0 earthquake just rocked Nevada, and this wasn't just a shake. In fact, reports are saying that the ground is literally splitting open, tearing apart highways, cracking the desert, and rattling fault lines that scientists have been warning us about for years. But here's the part that should terrify you. In fact, the experts are saying this is not the end. In fact, it's not even the worst of it. They're calling the swarm of quakes a warning shot. What's coming next could dwarf this 6.0 and set off a disaster unlike anything the United States has ever seen in modern history. And it gets even crazier than that, because while Nevada shakes, strange tsunami-like waves are being reported deep underground in the desert, wiping out rare fish species in Devil's Hole. That's right, guys. Tsunamis in the middle of Nevada. Now, if that sounds insane to you, wait until you hear why scientists believe that it's connected to earthquakes happening thousands of miles away in Russia, in Japan, and the Pacific. Now, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. What do you think is really causing all this really odd?
You know what I think it is? I'm gonna tell you my honest true opinion, just allegedly speaking, of course. You know what I'm saying? I think it's Elon Musk's born machine going through tearing up all this shit. You know what I'm saying? Milling out holes and shit, making the mantle weak, and you know what I'm saying. Them waking up the snake, shit's gonna move either way. If it's moving, shit's gonna move with it. You know what I'm saying? Not like this turtle we live on is not gonna break apart. You know what I'm saying? They already cracked the shit, dead. You know what I'm saying? The earth can't be destroyed, right? But it can be changed. It can undergo change. Keep moving. 'Cause we going through changes every single day. Let's keep it on the way.
She physically put me in the bed.
So Hayden Panettiere just mysteriously passes away at age 36, the actress that played in all these movies right here. But take a look at what she said just a few months ago, and then let's look back at this thing, and then let's reevaluate.
Right about a moment in your career where a friend of yours takes you onto a boat, you're led to a room which has an older man in it, and then basically told to perform acts and, you know.
Oh yeah. Until I found myself in predicaments that I realized, like, my perspective completely shifted, and I realized that I was in danger. But by the time I'd realized I was in danger, I was quite literally out to sea. And it was that moment shook me. So it took me, I was shocked. It took me by surprise. And it was led by somebody that I had grown to trust and see as a protector and somebody who had my back. And to be walked down the stairs, and it was as like a surprise, presented as though it was like a surprise. And it was this very small room, and she physically put me in the bed next to this undressed man.
So 2 questions. Who was the industry friend? And then who was the famous guy that she set up to unclothed in a bed on the boat for who knows how long? But now, give it a few hours, we'll have She's a Fallen Angel videos and aligning 2 faces that don't line up at all.
Mm-hmm. What up, King?
Yo, what up? What up? Man.
Otron says she's the one that hit with the heart attack gun. I thought they gave her something to overdose on. I don't know what she overdosed on, but
she ain't overdosed.
It wouldn't be
bro.
crazy.
You know that's
It wouldn't be crazy if it was a Palm Beach Pete Diddy episode. You know what I mean? A little bit of GHB.
That's the same story that they give for everybody that passes away. Oh, he OD. Oh, he OD.
Oh,
he OD.
Oh, you ain't
she
gotta
OD.
tell me. You already know. We know it. The spill ain't shit, but fake ass shit they want to make real. Same thing with Whitney. Yeah, and you know who did that one? Ray J. I mean, allegedly speaking, of course, in my opinion. But Ray J did it. Yeah, that was Brandy's brother. You know what I'm saying? That's who did it. Gave her the drugs. She was on the fence and and dozed off into the tub. She already said she dang near drowned twice. She trying to do it. She bitch thinks she a mermaid. Hell. Hey, you ain't never lied, Fortron. That nigga been on everybody's scene, man. You seen that nigga? Fucking. But he was Zeus. He was Zeus Network now, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Somebody put that bean in him.
What's his name, bro? I think it's Neo, the streamer. Have you heard about him? Neo,
Neon?
I think that's his name. Yeah, Neon. Yeah, the streamer dude.
Yeah.
Have you heard about him lately?
Yeah, I know about him.
He's a fucking secret agent, bro.
Yeah, he's FBI. Him and Vlad did.
Yeah, I learned.
Vlad.
Yes, I learned yesterday his father used to work for the CIA.
Well, this is the thing too, man. Like, you gotta remember how people get famous in this industry. in this industry.
So
You either do something crazy enough to where people hate you, and you live long enough to be the villain, come evil good guy. You know what I'm saying? Or you end up unalive or get unalive. You know what I'm saying?
So he's the one that got Young Thug locked up, bro, because in one of the episodes when he was streaming, bro, he was visiting Young Thug's mansion and shit like that, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess he
He
put his whole
got
government name out there. So when he put his
yeah,
government name out there, bro, they seen
yeah.
that
He got
shit.
swatted. He got swatted.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bro. So that motherfucker, bro,
You ain't got shorted with me, bro. I'm already on it.
yeah, so yeah, that motherfucker's a secret agent, bro. So he be getting everybody locked up on his shit, bro.
Yeah.
That's why he be like exposing certain names or like
Look it. The only one who would do that shit openly is Charleston White. You know why? You know why? Because he don't care. He a paid informant.
Yeah.
So why would it? Yeah, come on now. And then he tells us the truth, but he has to. You know why? Because otherwise he won't get away with the shit that he don't want to say. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Man, I just learned that shit yesterday, bro. I was like, that's crazy, bro. And I be watching this motherfucker stream sometimes.
Hey, I watched them all. Look at this. You remember PewDiePie, right? The
Yep, I
white guy.
remember that one. Yep.
What was that nigga's name? Felix. No,
Yeah.
what's his name? Was it
I
Felix?
think it was Felix.
Yeah, it was. That dude. Remember when he did the whole Hitler dress up, and then
Yeah.
that nigga ended up moving to Switzerland,
Yeah, he did move out there.
and him and his girl got a baby and shit. He do
Mm-hmm.
not YouTube no more. You know why? Because you have to play.
Yeah.
You have to play.
Yep.
And if you up, I think it was past 50K. If you get a wall plaque, you basically you they would like to pay to play. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
On some Epstein shit, because this is Google we're talking about here. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, real talk. Photron, most of the forwards are proud to tell you shit, especially because they think that makes them famous and better. They had a child program here back in the day, 90s, when they was training the kids to be informants. Yeah, that's what Dare was. If you actually paid attention, Dare was trying to get you to tell on your parents and shit and tell them where they were hiding the drugs. But really, what they did was program kids to like know what drugs are and what they do. I like weed. I grew up around weed. I didn't tell nobody I smoked weed. They all knew I smoked weed, but I didn't tell nobody I smoked weed. You know what I'm saying? But shit, let's keep moving on to the next.
She physically put me in the bed.
So Hayden Panettiere just mysteriously passes away at age 36, the actress that played in all these movies right here. But take a look at what she said just a few months ago, and then let's look back at this thing, and then let's reevaluate.
Right about a moment in your career where a friend of yours.
So Ellen DeGeneres is going blind due to a disease called Kuru. Now, Kuru is a rare but fatal brain disease, and it's caused by a protein called prion. Now, I'm going to show you why it's linked, the disease that is, why it's linked to cannibalism, because a lot of people seem to not understand how things work. And I read a lot. I'm not a doctor, but I'm just a nerd that likes to follow up on things, and I read into things, and this shit just blew my mind. So, prion is a protein that's
Prion is a protein that's linked to a virus called Kuru, which you get from eating raw meat or raw flesh. Yeah, man. Time to hang it up. Get off your beating a bone. Sit your ass at home with your ankle monitor on and watch. Let's get it up.
3, 2, 1.
Humanity, we have done it. The solar power trailer for the Mark V plastic into fuel reactor is now ready to go on to Roanoke, Alabama, the next build site, to continue the rest of the project with the hydraulic arms and the reactor itself on the inside. I want to thank everybody through the entire past 7-8 months that I've been out here in Woodstock, Georgia, to support the project. And now you see I got my chrome dip on the front. And like I said, I'm just super grateful for every person that has ever come out here and ever supported in any type of way towards history and towards the world's first solar, continuous, mobile, microwave, pyrolysis reactor Mark V. We here. Let's go. Appreciate you guys. We were for the entire United States, turning plastic into gasoline, diesel, and jet fuel, powered by the sun, mobily, with a mobile gas station, now with this technology, and it's coming together. Like I said, ideas into reality. Just 8 months ago, this was a sketch on CAD in my head. And now, thanks to the whole world, we have made this a reality. And you haven't even seen anything yet. So stay tuned. We're just getting started.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. Yo, what's up? Said night, mom. First day out. What up? What up? Gotti, yo. Hey, y'all don't forget, man. I be forgetting to tell people this, man. We get up to 20, man. The viewer with the best comment gets $10. Donated by Scottie Pippen. But you have to be a Cash App subscriber. I don't know how else to pay you. Sorry. But let's get it.
Do not touch the receipt, bro.
Why?
Receipts are coated with a soft plastic, and it leaches into your body. It's called bisphenol A, but the receipt is coated with an even softer form of BPA that goes in your bloodstream and reduces your testosterone, okay?
Are you
Do
serious?
not touch receipts if you don't have to.
Bro, I've never
Dead
heard of
serious.
that in my life. That's crazy.
Chat, look it up.
He says super chats can't wait. Ah man, me too. Me too. I can't wait. Let's get it.
Do you guys know that it's been now 240 days since the Epstein files were supposed to be fully released and be fully unredacted? It has now been 240 days, December 19th, 2025.
Let's get it, man. Let's get it.
So everyone's curious as to why do I keep losing all of my accounts? And I keep losing all of my accounts because I keep showing you all what we really live on. It's not a spinning ball. It's not even flat earth. But if you follow me, especially those of you that follow me since the dragon, and you've seen the multiple dragons that I've shown you, I just showed everyone what Africa really is. I just lost my last account because I showed you all what Africa really is. And what is Africa? Let's talk about it. Now, some of you might have already seen this, but here we have Africa, the entire continent. And if you look here, this would be the back of a skull. All right. This is the jawbone down to the chin. Here's the lips. There's the nose. Going back around to the forehead. This is whatever this is what killed this. Okay? We cracked that skull right there. You can clearly see the eye socket that used to be right here. And I was like, you know what? Maybe I'm wrong.
He ain't wrong. I don't know why he would think that. I'm so tired of Epstein's face. No, that's why I'm so tired of Palm Beach Epstein's face. You know what I'm saying? Let's get it. Man, it's not playing. Why is it playing?
Y'all.
It's only a conspiracy until the guy who said that something was going to happen, his words and his predictions become true. The sad thing is, whenever someone tries to give advance warning on situations that might play out in the future that I believe the ones who have the money already know about. Many of the people who live in these areas call the person crazy and a conspiracy theorist. So what do you mean the people in New Orleans need to be relocated? What do you mean they're sounding the alarm that the sea level is to the point of no return? When just about 3 or 4 years ago, people gave that advance warning and told you, sell your property and get out of New Orleans. Now, they're trying to relocate you, but your property is worth nothing. But
But the rain shall fall. Then the rain will rise again. Let's keep it going. You'll get it in the food.
Both these dudes look like they bloated off a real tip dinner from Piccadilly's. Well, we done turned celebrity deathmatch into real life, cause what the fuck is Ray J and Orlando Brown doing? God dang. This shit look like it's straight up out of Looney Tunes. These motherfuckers look like two sea lions fighting over a fish. Orlando Brown looking like a busted can of biscuits. God dang. Where the fuck is Major Payne? Out here looking like a little train that couldn't. Fucking Ray J built like a Roblox character. Boxing like, why I order? Why I order? They should call this shit Celebrity Bum Fights 2026. Orlando Brown looking like Martin when he fought Tommy Hearns. Like you pressed all the buttons on Mortal Kombat. God dang. Out here fighting deal style and shit. Punching like how you try to punch hard in your dreams, but you can't. Both these dudes look like they bloated off a real tip dinner from Piccadilly's. Orlando Brown was moving like Jim Carrey and Me, Myself, and Irene. Fighting like Fred G. Sanford. And the G stand for God dang. God dang.
Hey, that was a unanimous decision. Obviously, Orlando lost. But hey, I was just saying, that shit was hilarious. That shit, he was, god damn. He ain't lie. Said being happy, beating Orlando Brown. Yeah, dude, that shit crazy. Like, Orlando, little bitch, dude, you look like fucking a tall ass dude, just about the same guts. Man, y'all motherfuckers gutted out. Y'all added like 60 pounds unnecessarily. But we gonna keep it moving. Look at it.
Race, ethnicity, and nationality. Those three can be created. And that's what they did. Black is considered a race, but that's not the species name. You only got 2 species on this motherfucking planet. 3. Actually 4. 5 if you want to include the animals. 6 if you want to include the plants, because we can do that. Those are species. Either your ass is a human being, or you're an Anunnaki god, or you're extraterrestrial, or you're terrestrial, meaning a terrestrial is a species that has been living within the realms of the planets since we created it. Or you're an animal, or you're a plant. 7 if you want to add in the mineral kingdom. We can go deeper now. I don't want to lose y'all. We're going to stop at 6 just to keep it on a basic level.
Hey, he did keep adding though, didn't he? I thought this nigga was gonna make it to 10, but I don't know. Just me reaching, I guess. Just like he did. But hey, let's keep moving.
Oh, y'all don't remember when Lindsay Lohan live streamed herself trying to take a Syrian mother's kid, so the Syrian mother, hit Lindsay with a mean right? Oh, y'all remember Lindsay Lohan, right? You know, she was the girl from Mean Girls, big actor back in the day. She did Parent Trap, all that. And then she got into a little bit of trouble, had a very public battle with addiction. Now, I don't know how much that battle with addiction applies to this story, but regardless, she cruises through the streets of Paris. She spots a family on the street. She says, my word, it's a family of Syrian refugees. What should I do? Lindsay Lohan reaches for her phone. She pops on Instagram Live. Everybody says, oh my goodness, it's Lindsay Lohan. Lindsay Lohan said, no, but let's get serious. Lindsay Lohan shows the family living on the streets. And now, I'm not going to show you the family, but I'm not going to hide reality from you guys. And this is when the family had a problem. Strap in, this story's about to get weird. Lindsay starts speaking in a full-on Arabic accent, talking about some, do you need some help? The family said, huh? What'd she say? Girl, we don't speak English. Accent, no accent. The family couldn't understand her. Lindsay said, okay, let me just make my accent deeper. Do you need some help? Mom starts smiling at Lindsay, talking about, okay, girl, cool. Pops turns around. Lindsay starts talking about some, okay, y'all finna sleep in my hotel tonight. Lindsay looks at the kids. She says, y'all want to sleep in a hotel tonight? The kids go, huh? She goes, y'all want to sleep? Y'all want to watch TV at my crib? They go, I mean, girl, I don't speak English. The kid said, Mommy, what's the bad lady yapping about? Mama said, you know, just smile. She finna go away real soon. She didn't go away. Here's where things start to get wicked. Lindsay said, all right, everybody, it's time to go. Except for Pops. He stay over here. He can't come. Lindsay's comments started talking about, girl, what? Lindsay said, y'all heard me? He not going nowhere. Oh, but Lindsay keep going. She said, Mom, you shouldn't even be having your kids on the streets in the first place. Come on, it's time to go. Give me them kids. It's time to go. The family didn't understand what she was saying, but you could tell when somebody's getting aggressive. The family started talking about something. Oh, no, this lady wilding. Come on, we got to go. The family gets up. They start leaving. Lindsay don't let them just leave. She starts following. And it's actually like a scene from a horror film. Lindsay started talking about some, give me the kids, give me the kids. But then Lindsay screws up. She grabs the mother's child, and boy, that's the last thing you should do to a mom. Mom immediately turns around, posts up, don't do no talking. Yeah, hit Lindsay with a mean right. Lindsay, boom, hit the floor. Start talking about some, ooh. And you know when them folks say, ooh, they in distress. Lindsay start talking about some, mama got a mean right. I don't want no problems. Y'all got it. Syrian mama start jawing in the background. Now my Arabic's a little rough, but it sounded like mama was saying, yeah, Lindsay, see what happened when you touch my kid again, boy. Lindsay start talking about some, y'all got it. Lindsay puts her face on the camera and instantly flips to victim. Wildest flip I had ever seen. Lindsay flips instantly to some, I was just trying to help and they hit me. Her comments started talking about something. Oh my God. Lindsay said nothing. And that's where I'm going to end the video. I want you to be just as confused as everyone else was. There was no answers to this afterwards. That was it. I do pray that the family got the help that they needed, though. This event was like 7 years ago, so hopefully they're on their feet now and everything good with them. No matter where you are, no matter who you are, shelter is a basic human right. All right, so there's this rumor going around that Katy Perry, and I'm here just quickly to tell you she didn't do it. Kinda stupid. You thought I was about to leave? Look at the time. We gotta talk about Katy. For starters, why she had a problem. There was this crib, right? She wanted to buy it. It was $14 million. She said, okay, cool. Let me get that. They said, oh, you know what, Katy? There's some nuns that live there, so you can't just like buy it straight up. Katy said, but I got money though. The Archbishop of California said, I said nuns live there, but just for the sake of argument, how much money are we talking? Katy said, just about $14 million. The Archbishop said, whoop, praise God. Sold to the lady who sang I Kissed a Girl. The nun said, I kissed a what? And this is where the problems began. See, the nuns had no idea who Katy Perry was. So they did a little bit of Googling. They seen I Kissed a Girl. They seen wild performances and all that. The nuns was like, oh, no. See, the nuns had been living in this house for decades. It was a convent. So they didn't want to just give it away to somebody who, in their words, didn't share their values. The Archbishop and the Archdiocese, on the other hand, said, oh, yes, we need money. You see, the Archdiocese of California was forced to pay $880 million for, let's just say what the Catholic Church usually gets in trouble for. If you're a little confused, look in the comments. Katy Perry, Jim Carrey, Halle Berry, whoever wanted to buy the house, they were going to sell it. The nun said, y'all broke, that's y'all problem. We not leaving. We not selling it to Katy. The church said, yes, you are. The nun said, or what? See, dragging out nuns from their home would be a pretty bad look. So the church and Katy came up with a plan. Katy realizes that the nuns just may not know her like they think they do. Fun fact, Katy Perry grew up in a very religious household. So she said, look, why don't we just set up a meeting with the nuns? The nuns say, all right, for sure, come through. Katy Perry pulls up. Katy Perry said, look, nuns, I'm finna just sing y'all a song. The nun said, that would be nice. Katy Perry pulls out her phone. She starts singing some church songs. She says, oh, happy day. The nun said, it's a no for me, Katy. Katy says, no, like no to the song or no, like y'all not selling me the house. The nun said, no to both. Now here's where things start to get wicked. Thing is, the nuns had bought the house in like the 70s, but it was still technically kinda owned by the Catholic Church. So the Catholic Church said, okay, look, nuns, we just finna sell it to Katy Perry, and y'all just gonna have to make that. The nun said, okay, bet. Archbishop said, okay, cool, that was easy. All right, Katy, sign here. So Katy said, boy, you ain't hear how they say bet? Them nuns up to something. And boy, were those nuns
churches back and sold the house to a woman named Dana. Now listen to this next part closely. Dana bought the crib for $15 million and told the nuns that she would be opening it to the public. The nuns loved that. But see, what Dana meant by opening it to the public is what Dana was going to make it into a hotel. Katie said, Dana, you shiesty, huh? Dana said, Katie, nothing personal. I'm just all about my paper. Katie said, speaking of paper, here's a paper saying that I'm suing you. See, Katie and the Archbishop had a case. They were doing business to sell a home. Whether the home is the nuns or the Archbishop's, Dana entered that business transaction illegally. So boom, it's time to go to court. Question 1, is the house for the nun or the church? The judge didn't want no problem, so they went straight to the law. And it turns out houses that are over 7 million, which this house was, belong to the Vatican. So the court said, woo, Katie, if you want to buy that house, don't talk to any of these folks. Go straight to the Vatican. But the judge said in order for Katie to buy the house, first, Katie must find a new place for the nuns to live. Now, question 2, did Dana enter this business transaction illegally? Yes, she did. You can't just slide in and take somebody's house when they're already in the middle of a deal. There's a little more to it, but let's just say Dana came in bad faith. She knew Katie was gonna buy the house. She knew the nuns didn't like Katie, and she exploited that. In fact, a jury said the exact same thing. Dana was fined $5 million. Dana said, $5 million? What? The judge said, excuse me, let me just add on $10 million on top of that for the fun of it. Because I don't like your attitude. Those were nuns, mama. Dana said, well, I'm finna be bankrupt. The judge said, well, bankruptcy court is next door. Dana goes to bankruptcy court. This is her going to bankruptcy court with the nuns. The nuns decided to stick by their girl Dana until the end. And right before the nuns enter into bankruptcy court with their girl Dana, they went on the news and they said, Katie, stop all of this nonsense. And sadly, those were some of the nuns' last words, because as soon as she goes into the bankruptcy court, she collapses and tragically passes. The other nuns said, Katie, this is your fault. You caused all this stress. Katy Perry said, what? The Archbishop said, what? Katie, you still want to buy the house? Katie said, Archbishop said, if I could talk to the Vatican. And Katie said, nah, it's good, bro. And the sale expired. And this is why people think Katy Perry a nun, which she clearly didn't. But I say kind of because, like, what if the nun really was stressed and, you know?
I mean, stress will do that to you. You know what I'm saying? You gotta think positively. Them kids thinking negative. Katy Perry was talking about money. They didn't want none of that either. You know what I'm saying? But they wanted to help some other people. That's funny.
My fault, bro. I just got off the ring.
Nah, we know. We heard.
My God. My back. It's fucking killing me.
What Mar said, they come night out or right out in the interview talking about drinking baby's blood and soaking their faces in it. They laugh, but then they telling the truth. Yeah. It's crazy shit though. We talking about the nuns and Katy Perry. But her name is technically Kate Hudson, just to let you know. Which is kind of fun. But she changed her name. Let's get.
I think y'all better pay attention to what's going on. Because that volcano that erupted in Ethiopia hasn't erupted in 12,000 years. That shit was not supposed to happen. That volcano that erupted hasn't erupted since anybody on this earth lived on this earth. Mind you, this volcano just erupted out of the blue. So you telling me after 12,000 years, this shit just randomly erupted? Does that make sense to you? Villages completely dark. Numerous animals died. Ash shot almost 10 miles into the air. Mind you, this volcano is about 500 feet all the way up into the sky. This is the same volcano that erupted before the end of the Ice Age. This is the same volcano that erupted before. You ain't just say what I just said, right? Mind you, 40 other volcanoes erupted simultaneously. Now jump down that rabbit hole. What just happened in Europe? That volcano that was in Europe, that shit erupted too. The earth is definitely giving signs right now, and those signs do not look good. And I heard somebody mention this, but do you remember what the prophet said about fire rising near the Red Sea? Where's Ethiopia? I see everybody worrying about what technology gonna do, but you gotta remember this. There were civilizations that lived before us, and they didn't have the technology we had. But it seems like they knew way more than what we did. And if those prophecies are true, this volcano erupting, it's not a good thing at all. Pay attention.
Mm-hmm. Pay attention. Signs all around us. Trying to tell us something. Might as well listen. You know what I mean? There's a mission.
So I've been diving deeper into the mudfloods and Tartaria. It turns out that Tartaria, as well as many places around the world, got hit with a resonance device, causing the ground to be soft, and then these buildings began to sink under. And it's strange because it's not like the buildings toppled over and shook. It just sank straight down, and we're going to learn about the weapon that did this. So apparently Rome and Tartaria had beef. Rome said, we're not having it. They got this device, and then they fired it pretty much at the ground, and it made the ground wobbly, and these buildings began to sink straight down into the ground. This video, we're going to learn about the resonance device, the Fasce.
The Fasces is an electromagnetic resonance device capable of petrifying, electrifying, make objects levitate, melt, and or disintegrate. Its function is to act as a symbol of maximum punishment to enforce the government's power and authority. Tracking its evolution through the Roman Republic and Empire, modern revival and co-option, it covers the post-Renaissance re-emergence of the fasces as an emblem of Republican liberty during the American and French revolutions.
When a solid substance or material flows and behaves like a liquid, it is typically described as undergoing granular flow or liquefaction, depending on the context. Now, a mixture or solid particles that acts like a solid under pressure but flows like a liquid, when left alone, it is a non-Newtonian fluid. Now, let me break it down. Granular flow is how loose a solid piece is, such as sand, gravel, or sugar. These things, they're pretty loose and they pour like a liquid. Now, solid liquefaction, when solid, wet ground shakes during an earthquake and acts like a heavy liquid. Lastly, non-Newtonian fluid, a substance made of solid particles in a liquid that changes thickness depending on force or pressure. That's what I think happened to Tartaria. These buildings didn't just stay intact. You see, they sank directly under the ground. Hence, which is what we all call the mud flood. Have you ever stopped and taken a look of these buildings from that era, the Dark Ages? These buildings are absolutely beautiful. They're miraculous. They're grand. Whenever you see one, stop, observe, and take a look at them. I encourage you. And just to show you that Tartarian-style buildings was all over the world, there's a building in New York that has indigenous Americans on it. Check this out.
I was like, this was like Islamic Moorish design. And they're like, you're 100% right. I'm like, AI, did you just go absolute on me? 100% right? Venetian Gothic is really Islamic Moorish design? Wow, I somehow figured that out.
That's crazy, bro. 'Cause that video that right there that he played, bro, David, that's like one of his first videos that he put up like 3-4 years ago.
Yep.
When he was talking about the Fasce and all that shit.
Yeah, the Fasce.
Yeah, bro. And then you know what's so crazy?
No one can use you if you are useless.
The longer you don't pee, the longer you pee.
If you're
All right, what now?
No, I was gonna say, you know what fucking movie shows that shit too, and how they be turning people into rocks and shit.
Other than fucking Percy Jackson, but what was it?
Black Adam showed that shit too. When she
I
went to
don't
go get the
remember that.
wand, and she went inside the museum, she turning everybody into stones and shit.
Oh well, yeah, that's
Yeah.
Magicianism and shit.
hmm
I don't think that was a fast shade.
Nah, but it's something that he was talking about, like a laser or like a weapon or some shit. Like it's something similar to that, though.
I mean, think about Medusa and shit,
Yeah,
or Pompeii.
yeah,
Like,
that,
I think the reason why they got rid of the blimps is because when they come back, okay, when they come back, they're gonna come back with the same weapon. It's a direct energy weapon. You know what I'm saying? But we seem to what do you call that? Reverse engineered it
hmm
and made our own. But now we're using it against ourselves, like they did before. So these breakaway civilizations just go off, you know what I'm saying, keep on advancing and shit with the best of the best of the best in science. And we get a little broke off piece of that shit and we have to do the same thing. You know what I'm saying? So it's like the reoccurring thing.
hmm
Like it's just our people that advance and then dip out. Advance and dip out. Yeah, I think he was meaning the spirit of gods. But
typically that weapon right there that he was talking about, they be showing that shit everywhere, even in the dollar bill when the eagle was holding this shit.
yeah. They talked about it in Austin Powers Gold Member.
Yep.
The Fasha.
The Faja. The Faja.
I love gold. Let's get it.
You look in the mirror, you just see you. On the other end, it's a whole other person watching you that you can't even see. That's real. There's mirrors everywhere. They put them in your bathrooms, your car, your house. You think they got mirrors in everybody's house? You look in the mirror, you just see you. On the other end, it's a whole other person watching you that you can't even see. That's real. There's mirrors everywhere. They put them in your bathrooms, your car, your house. You think they got mirrors in everybody's house because they want you to look your best. If they wanted you to look your best, they wouldn't feed us pork and beef. If they wanted you to look your best, they wouldn't have lied to us. They ain't never gave a fuck about you. So what makes you think they care about you when they put the mirror in your house?
Yeah, I didn't know you were supposed to cover your mirrors in a lightning storm.
Yeah, I didn't know that either.
And that means you have to cover your TVs, phones, devices, anything with a mirror like surface. Which is weird.
That is weird, bro. Because I've been sitting here with lightning, like, bro. I didn't know you were supposed to do that.
Your ass be staring right in the mirror and shit. Fucking lightning storm outside.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at another dimension, bro. You know, every second that pass, bro, is like every time I look at myself in the mirror, bro, it's like a second pass, bro. Like it's weird to explain.
You know what else is weird to explain? This video. Let's play it.
No one can use you if you are useless. The longer you don't pee, the longer you pee.
If your enemy can predict your next move, then don't move.
If someone tells you a secret, tell everyone else so you don't forget it. If someone asks for directions, give them the wrong one so they can go on an adventure. The more water you drink, the less thirsty you become. Why fall in love when you can just fall down the stairs? The wise man stays silent, mostly because he forgot what he was about to say. The enemy cannot steal your strategy if you forgot it first. Go up a hill and start peeing on the enemies. If you hate someone, just slap him and say konnichiwa.
If they talk behind your back, fall on them.
A battle is not truly won until you teabag the enemy. A true master remains calm under pressure. Mostly because he does not understand the situation.
It is better to fart in the fun than to find the fart.
The enemy cannot predict your next move if your next move disappoints everyone.
Hey, that was the art of rage baiting, dude. Don't do that shit, dude. That's evil. That is evil. Don't fart in a fan fart. This is funny. It is funny, but it's real rage bait shit. You know what I'm saying? Like we know this shit already. Why are you telling me? But I digress. Let's keep moving.
You see, they've been putting this shit in our face so long that we think that this shit is normal. You know how they say aliens have been walking amongst us for years and we don't even notice? Well, I need you to take a look at the new small business administrator that the White House hired and tell me what you think. I need y'all to take a real good look at Kelly
We have some
Lester.
questions for you here at TikTok. What's going on, Mac?
Look.
First of all, are you in the cabinet? Well, actually, I am. After I had an incredible conversation with the president by phone to become SBA administrator, he texted me and said, actually, you're going to be in the cabinet.
I know what y'all gonna say. I don't see nothing wrong here. Regular person. And she does look like a regular person. This is the after to the before I'm about to show you. Pay attention to everything. Pay attention to her face. Pay attention to how long her neck is. Matter of fact, look at this shit. That's the same person right there. Her neck is not the same length it was in that last video. But maybe I'm wrong, right? Hold on one second. In this video, she's not walking how she was walking in the last video. Look at that walk. I need you to go back and check that other video out. Look at that neck. Hold on one second. Look at that face. Mind you, this is a couple of months prior. What changed? And then I want you to look at this. Yeah, okay. Okay. Okay.
Dude, that bitch had a long neck like a motherfucker. I thought that was Littlefoot for a second, man.
I swear, me and you be watching the same video, bro. Cause I swear I was gonna post that same video on TikTok. Especially the part when she's over there floating and shit, the way she's walking.
Yeah, like, what the fuck is wrong with that bitch? That bitch's neck, man. Remember that little boy long neck out motherfucking Michigan?
But you peeped the walk though, right? She looked like she was floating. Man.
Yeah, I peeped that walk, bitch. Man, come on, man. This bitch had a little ass torso, long ass legs, and a long neck. What the fuck you mean did I peep the walk? That bitch looked like she had motherfucking Dr. Robotnik body and shit. Huh?
She walks like that bitch from the Alien movie.
Stop calling it Alien movie, man. It's Mars Attack.
Man, you know what I mean, bro.
Man, we got people who don't.
Listen, I guess I gotta be more fucking pathetic, I guess, because there's more than one fucking alien movie, so I guess I just gotta be more fucking pathetic about this shit.
Shit, she give bomb top shit.
Yeah, man.
I mean, I bet you she does. I bet you she does give some bomb ass top, but I'm not about to take that chance, man. That bitch's neck fucking long and motherfucker.
She gonna give you a long neck, Dad.
I don't want to see her swallow the whole thing, man. That ain't making swords disappear around this bitch. That bitch fucking eating swords, man. Fuck that.
She about to give a motherfucking long neck head.
Hell no, she talking about sucking him from the back. You trying to see what that like? Shit, I'm walking away. I'll tell you that right now. Walking away. Anybody said they trying to suck from the back? Hell no, you trying to put a finger in my butt. Neck so long she can do dishes and give top facts.
Like
neck so long she could ball around her and give herself fellatio. What I mean, what?
So long she can give you head sideways.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you the truth. That second one with the long neck and the gray suit, that bitch looked like a dude. I ain't even gonna front.
It might
That's the
be.
only reason why I said that motherfucker give herself top. That bean is probably longer than his pinky. I'm just saying. Pretty sure she can lick her elbow. Yeah, pretty sure she could slap her ass cheeks with no hands. I'm
I'm
talking
pretty
about
sure she can lick her. I'm
with her
pretty sure
bacon.
she can. She can bend over and lick her whole ass crack.
Yeah, giraffe neck bitch. But let's keep it moving, man. I don't want to get out of reach and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like her neck. Let's get it.
Don Lemon arrested on federal charges. Not words I wanted to say. Not words I'm surprised to be saying. They went the cheap route fast, signing their own complaint and trying to get a judge who said no. They appealed. They said no. They then went to a grand jury. They got probable cause. Yeah, you can indict a ham sandwich. There's a legal analysis here. There's a journalism analysis here, and there's a personal analysis. Look, I do not want to have to be defending what Don was doing or how he did it. But first of all, what the president put out, the White House put out, when life gives you lemons, you just made a lot of lemonade for Don Lemon. You made him a martyr. You increased his following. You made him the face of resistance to you. And you made him a lot of money. Know that. Now, you can think that's good or bad, but that is part.
That part. But that lady already sees what's around the corner for real, man.
Should
Long neck,
remind me of
brown
that
face,
song.
nigga. Why you say that shit right before the fucking next video, nigga? Hell nah, that shit crazy, bro. It was crazy, bro.
She might
Hey,
have
I'm gonna tell
swallowed
you
up that
something, man.
motherfucker.
I'm gonna tell you something right now, man.
I
Her
wonder how wide.
legs,
I wonder how
her
wide.
legs were the same size as her torso, bro. Like her neck, torso. Like
I want to see
her
how
neck
wide you can
and her
open her
body were the same size as her legs, bro. Ain't that disproportionate, dude?
mouth. I'm trying to see how far she can open her fucking
Hey, see, first day long. That's what I'm talking about. That bitch did have a Jar Jar Binks ass neck. That bitch had a fucking Jar Jar Binks, dude.
I'm trying to see.
Face
You know
ass.
what I'm
Man, you better stay away from the guppy lip ass bitches, bro. You gonna be sleeping with the fishes with the dick and stitches.
I want to see how far she can open her mouth.
Trout mouth ass bitches. Hey, her mouth and neck changed so drastically, dude. It was weird. Like from the two videos they were showing. Like I couldn't believe that was the same bitch. I was like, nah, that's not her. That's not her.
That shit would be
That was
fucking
her.
extraordinary, bro. If
That
she could do
alien.
the whole thing, that shit would be fucking extraordinary, bro.
That was the alien that Will Smith was holding after that one gave birth out of the back of the car and it spit in his face. Like he's like, what? What the fuck? It's so cute. What? That's that alien right there. Fucking octopus long neck bitch. Fucking gliding on her legs and shit. Fucking legs. Her legs were wrapped up tentacles and shit.
Yeah. I'm trying to be
I'm just
wrapped up.
saying, man.
I'm trying to be
I
wrapped
got
up.
I got 5 toes on my foot. You know what I'm saying? I don't got 6. I don't got web feet. Motherfucker can't. I wish I did. I'd be a
There is.
fucking merman. Huh?
Yeah, there is some people out there that got 6 toes. There's some, not a lot, but there is some.
They probably got web feet too, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna get this show out, y'all. She done cursed up the storm. My bad. Let's get it.
So I just found out the reason why the U.S. government is pushing so hard to merge the Israeli government with the American government is for 3 very distinct reasons. Number 1, when the government turns on the citizens, they're afraid that the U.S. military will not attack its own citizens, but IDF soldiers will. So they'll probably fly them over, put them in American uniforms or not, and just have them hunting down American citizens. Number two, they're going to use them outside of voting polls for intimidation. So be safe out there. And number three, Israel's running out of weapons. And the only way to secure weapons and a budget is to put them into one that has the most powerful one. On a second-by-second basis, the U.S. is selling out the citizens more and more. We need to wake the fuck up.
No, stop.
Wait.
My
Did he
bad.
say? Did he say Israel or did he say Iran?
No, he says Israel. You got
So ID.
who just integrated with our military force.
Who was it?
And he just go live or did he drop a video?
No, I'm still here.
Oh, that was the reaction. I was talking about now. He just dropped a reaction video. It's not live though.
It wasn't. No, I was gonna say NATO, but that's not. That's not.
Oh no, he's live on Twitch. All right, that makes sense now. It makes sense. Unless he's actually live, which he might be.
But
If
isn't that
he is,
ain't that a good thing though for them to be running out of weapons? Like, ain't that a good thing?
yeah. I mean, for Russia, yeah. But for them, no. Well, this is they're trying to use our military power for land grab game,
Yeah.
Hunger Games type shit. Yeah.
Oh no, dog. I know. The only thing I know is motherfuckers need to get ready and prepared soon, bro. Because I know deep down in my gut, shit's gonna hit the fan.
Mm-hmm. Real talk. But
Like,
before
chilling.
that happens, nobody's gonna know what to do. Shit's gonna be confusing. Shit's going dark, and the dark is really caused by want. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't want shit getting out. AKA Donald Trump, AKA the military industrial complex. Don't forget,
Like,
we in a prison. We in a prison planet. Like we literally cannot leave because we don't have permission.
I know deep down my gut, shit's gonna hit the fan. Like, I already know. Like, I have that feeling, bro. Like, I know something is coming, nigga. I don't know what the fuck it is,
Well, we're
but I
just
just know
waiting.
something is coming.
This is the wait, bro. This is the wait.
And I've been telling
I'm
people,
gonna tell you,
man, bro, and be motherfucker be thinking I'm crazy. Like, oh, you talking crazy, bro. Like, well, you don't even know
bro.
what the fuck.
I will tell you this right now, bro. I've been locked up. When I got out, I still felt locked up. You understand what I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
Like when you go inside the cage, not knowing that you were in a cage in the first place, you see the bigger cage. You know what I'm saying? And you see the agenda.
Oh, I know, bro.
But only if you pay attention. A lot of people don't pay attention. That's fucked up.
When I was
All right,
younger, I
Angela
did
Dallas
stupid
says
stuff.
she'll be right back. Hey, I'm gonna tell you this. I know one thing for sure and two for certain, all right? Jail and prison, they do not give a fuck about us. They feed you rat poison shit. Allegedly speaking, of course, in my opinion, because I can't say that shit on YouTube violation purposes. And the other thing is like it's all an experiment. It's all an experiment. Like they just have a tighter knit community to experiment on. Because think about this, they're circulating their water, so they're reusing the same water. They're making the food, half of the food that they serve says not for human consumption, and it's labeled as such. And they give people drugs all the time, just keep them away and docile and shit. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people up in there fucked up. A lot of people in there fucked up.
All I know is the first thing that's gonna happen, the power is gonna go out. That's the
Yeah.
first thing they're gonna do.
Hey, that's real talk, Fortron too. He said they send you to a cell, you either gonna die or recharge.
Bro, I used to get sent in the hole all the time, bro. I did juvie time, bro, when I was young, bro.
Juvie was real life prison though,
Yeah, bro.
because them niggas was getting fucked by older boys. Like what the fuck?
Bro, it was me, my other brother, and my other brother, bro. We all three got fucking bagged and locked up, bro. We was doing dumb shit. So it was all three of us in that bitch,
I
bro. Just
mean,
fucking each other's back.
what do they say about fatherless behavior?
Hey, when ain't no
You don't
father.
have that guidance. You don't have that guidance, man. Motherfucking son's gonna run wild. You know what I'm saying?
Plus, bro, my stepfather was a fucking abuser, bro. Like, I don't even like talking about this shit, but that nigga was an abuser. He used to beat on my moms and shit. Like, when I was younger, bro. That nigga used to, like, he used to drink and get drunk, bro. And then when he gets, like, out of control, the first thing he does is fucking beat on my mom type of shit, bro. Like, at the end of the day,
What's
thank God
the
my mom left him and got divorced. And that nigga never, like, bothered us ever again, bro. I don't even know where that motherfucker's at. Probably living another life.
Mhm.
But, yeah.
Hey, first day out said I have 2 guns, backup generator, water, drugs, and dogs ready for anything. Shit, my daddy was locked up with me and my big brother twice. Hey, but shit, it starts off without having no dad, man. Your daddy didn't have no guidance, boogie.
Like,
Therefore, he didn't know how to be a daddy. You know what I'm saying? But you don't know. You gotta pay attention to such shit. You know what
but
I'm saying?
like me, I never met my real father, bro. That's the thing, bro. Like I never met that motherfucker. But that's why I don't know, bro. To me, if I ever see him, bro, the first thing I'll do is I'm rocking his shit, bro. That's just the way I feel, bro. Like,
Huh?
and then I'm like, bro, where the fuck you been at all my life after that shit, bro? Like where the fuck you been at, bro? Like,
At least yours didn't leave on bad terms. You know what I'm saying? He probably left because he wasn't in a good situation with your mom, and she wasn't making it any better. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. It's two sides of the story, so this is like I have to get. I already heard my mom's side of the story. She already told me about
You
it.
you heard her elaboration because there was you
Yeah.
more heard her feelings. You didn't hear her story. You heard her feelings because that's how she felt. She didn't say what really happened.
I
No,
mean,
real
what she
cause
told me
he
was like,
damn no ain't
he got my
have no
mom
daddy.
like he got my mom pregnant type of shit, and I guess he like disappeared, bro, like type of shit. It's alright, bro. I don't need no father in my life, bro. At the end of the day, I turned out all right. So it's like you can laugh all the fuck you want,
Man, nigga, you sound like you still need to be hugged, bro. Shut the fuck up, huh?
bro. I'm
Nigga, you
good, bro.
sound you
Like, bro,
sound
I
you
learned
sound
everything by
like
myself.
you
That's the
sound
thing,
like
bro.
you
Like,
need to
I'm
cry,
good, bro.
bro. I don't want to hear
Yeah,
that
I'm
shit.
good.
You
Nigga
sound
said
like you need
that.
to beat your dad's ass and cry,
Yeah, right.
huh?
I would never. I would never.
Hey,
I
hey.
would never, bro. I'm not that type of person. Like I
I'm
said,
saying
bro,
like this.
I learned everything by myself. I didn't need nobody to
Trauma,
teach me shit, bro.
trauma is trauma, bro. You still have some you gotta deal with. Everybody got demons, bro. Everybody. But you gotta remember who your family is in the first place. Like Voltron said, we cosmic around here, bro. We divine entities running on nine ether. You know what I'm saying?
That's the thing, bro. I'm a quiet person, bro. I don't even talk.
You know why you quiet though? Because you don't really have nothing good to say.
It's not even about that. I
It's
don't like people
usually
talking.
about that. Margaret. Oh my bad. Margaret just said her pit bull just farted in the fan. Hey, you have to fan the fart. Don't fart in the fan. All right, but shit. Let's digress from where we were going with that. We both had bad dads. Okay, we trying to be better people, but we have to learn to discern from the evil. Let's keep it moving, y'all.
Don Lemon arrested on federal charges. Not words I wanted to say. Not words I'm surprised to be saying. They went to.
Hey, TikTok, are y'all enjoying the show? Central Casting is putting on a show beyond belief right now. I mean, mwah. I mean, just think about it. They came out and told the world that the President of the United States got on Air Force One and then, through a trap door, got into a catering van because he feared for his life that Iran was going to smoke that. But I just want to ask you this. If they're that worried, why are they telling all of the secrets, everything that he's doing? Why would the White House come out and tell the press that the President of the United States, through a trap door, got into a catering van and off of Air Force One because he fears for his life on Air Force One? Why would they do that? I can only think of one reason. Well, Act 2. Hell, I'm invested now. I want to see what happens next. Will they finally get the president? Will he escape the clutches of Iran? Only the White House knows. Stay tuned for more.
Man, I'm gonna tell you this right now, man. If I was the president, I would only be alive for one day because I would tell everybody everything. You know why? Because it needs to be told, and people should know. The people who don't think the people should know, those people should unalive themselves because they're part of the problem. You know what I'm saying? Like we're trying to make a solution. Don't be the problem. Said because it's almost. Oh yeah, it is. They better not feed y'all dogs cheese though, man. That's a different kind of a fart, and it turns into a shark that sprays everywhere. You know what I'm saying? You don't want them problems. Just saying. Just saying, man. Dog be all backed up and shit. Next thing you know, that backup is on your wall. You won't be cleaning it. Motherfucker, you gonna hear a whoop, whoop, and it's gonna be a slap. And your wall gonna be painted brown and green. I don't know what kind of dog shit you have, but it's gonna be fucking nasty. Don't feed them cheese. Shouldn't be feeding them human food unless you cooked it yourself without all that MSG and shit. But that's like chicken and rice type shit with some veggies. She was a diva. Said no sliced cheese. That's fucked up. Mm. How water is being filtered before it reaches home. That's the show again. I got to show y'all 3 times. Why does that look like fish brine and shit, dude? It look like some shit that they should put on our fields. You know what I'm saying, King? Like fertilizer type shit.
Yeah,
That look like real life fertilizer. They talking about that's what our water looks like before it comes to the home.
that's what
Oh,
they
we got
do
the
in my
oh, we got the
neighborhood,
water
bro.
filter.
In my neighborhood, that's what the maintenance be doing, bro. They put like fertilizer on that should be smelling like straight shit. But I guess it helps the plants grow, though. That's the thing.
This
That's
too late.
like shit.
They don't lie who they want. Only way for the people to revolt by too lazy to and selfish. Only 15-20% know the truth, and the rest want new iPhones like on IG. See me, I'm little brother. You know what I'm saying? I've been watching Big Brother all my life, noticing that Big Brother been doing some strange shit. You know what I'm saying? And once I figured out that certain shit was programming certain people, I kind of like started figuring out like how they did in the Matrix. When you download something, kind of do retain it. You know what I'm saying? Like I watched so many kung fu flicks and shit like that, dude. I actually picked up some martial arts moves. So the shit's kind of true. You know what I'm saying? Like if you could think about it, you could do it. If you can't picture yourself doing it, then you can't do it. It's that simple. You know what I'm saying? That simple. You manifest your thoughts, then you act them out. That's what it is. That's reality. Manifest it. If you picture yourself doing it, then you can do it. That's like me on Friday. I picture myself opening up some cards and pulling this gold Luffy with a background of this whole crew. You know what I'm saying? This motherfucker in L-Bath drip, and I feel like I pull out some. It's like $15,000 in another pack. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, God dang, I could start my YouTube career now.
Yeah, there you go.
But shit, my YouTube career starts right after this. You know what I'm saying? Next show, we're gonna be in the money. People gonna be sending donos. It's gonna be lovely. I like it. They like it. YouTube takes 50%. I don't like it. They like it. You know what I'm saying? It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. Keep moving.
You have the light elves and the dark elves. The dark elves are the ones that are on Nerd. These are the ones that created winter technology, sub-zero technology. For those of you who have been in the university since for 2 years now, you know I've spoken about this entire time. So you have the dark elves. They live on a planet called Nerd. Okay, they bad. They created the winter technology. All right, they pale white, look just like regular elves with the pointy ears and everything, with the humanoid face. All right, but they tall, and they wear all black latex suits. The dark elves. Now the light elves. These are the elves you think of when you think of uh, Lord of the Rings. All right, where they look just like us. They get married. They got families, responsibilities. These are the light. These are your light elves. Now the light elves are actually advanced beings, advanced in the mystical arts. All right.
Light beams. To answer the truth, I feel like people won't have choices. Coming times they'll have to revolt. Yeah, and just like they do over there in what was that, Mexico? Yeah, that was Mexico City. Them niggas was over there fucking tearing down their fences and everything. Drag them niggas up out of their house, hold open the gallows, chop the nigga head off, let the shit roll down the street, all that shit. In the movie, I mean, you know what I'm saying? That was the scripted movie. It was all allegedly, of course, in my opinion. And in that shit, It was like that Pepsi shit when motherfuckers like, if you not do what we foretell you to do at 6 o'clock in the morning, we will cut off his head. And then the nigga thought he was playing. And he said, we don't negotiate with terrorists. Well, those wasn't even no terrorists. Those are motherfucking, you guys train them people. Remember, they're the Taliban. You guys train them people. Those were your soldiers you trained and then let loose into the community, and then they chop off. That's 6 in the morning. This is crazy. All that over some fucking WMD, weapons of mass. I mean, weapons, monies, and drugs. Weapons, monies, and drugs. My bad. I mean, because that's what that was. That's what he wanted. Because remember, that dude was over there partying like a rock star. You know what I'm saying? He was like Dr. Roxo off of what was that shit? Metalocalypse or Death Clock. Death Clock. That's what it was. Or was it Greece? Wait, hold on. I'm not sure. Where was it? Is it? Yep. Cuba just do it. Yeah, it was Cuba. Was Cuba. They did it too. That's because their power went out. And Maduro disappeared because Trump bailed that nigga out because he knew what the quake would come in because they were fucking with the snake and something. You know what I'm saying? But I digress. I'll let this dude tell this his story, right? Get back in the vibe.
Hey, TikTok, are y'all enjoying the show? Central Casting is putting on a show beyond belief right now. I mean, just think about it. They came out and told the world.
What is matter? Matter is vibration. Let's talk deeper. Let's talk quantum physics here. What exactly is matter? Because they don't teach you that in school. Nigga, they stopped you at chemistry. They stopped you at physics. And most people didn't pay attention to none of that. We weren't trying to be no goddamn scientists. Okay, but we are dark matter energy. And you need to understand that scientists call us, and they consider it antimatter. Now, that leads me to say, if they consider it antimatter, what is matter? Matter is everything you see around you and everything you don't see around you. I repeat, matter is everything you see around you and everything you don't see around you. You go get the child from back there. I think it's right there. Okay. So why is matter everything you see around you and everything you do not see around you? Matter is everything you do not see around you because you have certain phases of matter like plasma energy in the gas phases that you cannot perceive with the retinas.
That's why we have to use a certain lens in order to see certain things. But hey, we knew that already. Let's get it.
Gary, Indiana hasn't had electricity for a week and no one's talking about it.
What happened?
They're driving in pitch black for miles with no food, no water, or electricity. Because 8 tornadoes hit the city and they'll be without power for another week. And it's so bad people are breaking into each other's houses and robbing each other's for generators, as well as batteries and flashlights.
Why aren't they getting the help they need?
There's many alleged scandals going on. Because when workers showed up to fix the utility, apparently gunfire struck the utility workers' vehicle so they didn't return. This halted all restoration to Gary's power. But they tried to make sure it was safe enough to come back.
So the same residents that needed power miraculously shot at the workers that were going to restore power?
It gets even deeper than that because NIPSCO was supposed to clear trees a long time ago, so this never would have happened and it would have crashed into the power grid. But they allegedly pocketed the money.
So then this could have been prevented.
Potentially because they now have many lawsuits against them for not taking care of the residents and using the extra money as their own personal excess profit. And they've been doing this for years. And the governor said he's trying to reach
FEMA, but Trump raised the thresholds needed to actually have FEMA come.
Isn't FEMA and federal disaster declarations designed specifically for events such as these?
Yes, but Doge cut FEMA administrative capacity and staffing, and the emergency response Gary needs was gutted by the administration. Indiana also happens to have a population of 85% black people.
So is this a coincidence or a structural failure that could have been prevented?
Indiana is not predicted to about for another week 2020. Say hello to the
Say hello to the darkness. Hey man. So what is 4092? That's what year we're in, Angela. Of America. You know what I'm saying? 492. But it's really supposed to be I-92. So it's supposed to be like I-492. But it is what it is. So like many other things. What is South doing? Oh no, that was a little 7-minute video. Oh yeah, because it was a reaction. I said, but I get back to y'all on that. Word manipulation on purpose. They're trying to make the people Gary look bad so people don't stand up for wrong being done to them. It's all planned. Yeah, they're trying to look at, like I said, remember when I told y'all see the plane fly over your state, flashing a little green laser light, doing LiDAR scanning and shit, trying to look for mineral deposits and shit. You might be in trouble. You might, like all them niggas in New Jersey. Oh wait, you're in Jersey, aren't you?
Who, me?
Yeah, didn't you say there was like a plane flying over your shit, like a drone type thing flying over your shit with green laser?
Yeah, Boston, bro.
Yeah, you should be worried, my nigga. Do you live? What floor do you live on?
I live on the first.
Oh damn, that's like water level right there.
Nah,
So
but
they trying to
I'm like,
incite unrest. Yeah.
I'm in the heart of the city, so I ain't really, ain't really much water gonna get over here where I'm at.
Well, you can say that, but when you think about water rises, my guy. Hmm?
But the
You
ocean is that, bro. This shit's far away from us, bro. Like it's far, bro. It's far away from us in
understand?
the ocean.
The wave will hit you, no matter what. See,
But
me
I'm
and
saying,
Uncle are on the second floor. We're in the
where the
middle
ocean
of the
is at,
country, though.
where the ocean is at in my city, bro, it's all the way on the other side, bro. Like I'm not even close to the ocean, bro. Type of shit, bro.
Yeah, but you know you gotta think like we live on a flat plane surface, right? The water is level. As soon as that snake wakes up, lifts its head up, splashes it back down. Who you think's gonna get hit with that shit?
Downtown, cause they close to the ocean. They,
Everybody's getting hit with that wake, bro. It's a wave going around the world.
hey,
You know what I'm saying?
I don't know, man, but it's only one way to get out of that.
Hey, you remember when you was a little kid playing in the bathtub, you splash it up against the wall, and then you see all the ripples and shit go out, and you try to
Yeah,
make it bigger, and then next thing you know, the splash is going outside the bathtub, and you get your ass whooped.
yep,
Remember that shit?
yep.
Yeah. Um, somebody's gonna have that snake doing the same thing your hand was doing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hey, that's real talk, Photron. They try have their underground civilization run by our energy, sucking up all our water and shit. When they could
Never.
be using like fucking coolants and shit that are more expensive but lasts 10 times as long. Like, just they trying to make the problem until we can't solve it no more. You gotta remember, these people don't give a fuck about it.
Bro, they trying to control the water, bro. It's just like in the movie Mad Max.
You could say Mad Max. I'd say Double Dragon with Alyssa Milano. Yeah, Double Dragon. The whole thing was about water scarcity and shit. You know what I'm saying? And then power outages. Remember?
The only reason why I really think they're trying to suck up all the water is to let the fallen angels out.
Yeah.
That's the only real reason why I think they're really doing that.
Yeah, or Diamond Energy Watch live music. Yeah, it's gonna be crazy. Gonna be crazy. But shit, I like thank y'all for coming through. Appreciate y'all spending time with the crew. You know what I'm saying? We gonna keep doing what it do. Till next time. Peace, love, and hair grease. See y'all. Love, family.
Mars. Only a fool would include his own death as part of a plan. Young lady.
Mars so cold, I think I'm done with ice. Birds, if I leave her, she gon' die. But bitch, you done with life. Okay.
Hey, and nothing hurts anymore. I feel kind of free. We're still the kids we used to be. I put my to see if I feel. And nothing hurts anymore. I feel kind of.
The real flex is how many lives you can positively impact. It's not about cars, clothes, or clout. Influence means nothing if you're not helping somebody to grow. The legacy you leave won't be measured by what you had, but by who you helped. Real power.
Yeah.